Okay, this is Vincent Jaworski with For the Birds, and these are the Pekin ducks. Their names are Butter and Coleslaw, and I'm taking them for a walk right now. It is quite a nice day for the month and where we're located. It's 62 degrees out, which is not perfect for these two, but they'll be fine with it, especially with how grown they are. These two are about 24 days old, and they're just starting to grow their feathers. And around this age, they start changing what noises they make. Right now, you can hear them; they're making a bit of a higher pitched squeak. But as they grow up, they'll make that more known honking noise. So basically, this video is just gonna be me taking these two on a walk and explaining what For the Birds is. If you don't want to hear me talk, you can just read the video. I'm completely fine with that, and just watch me walk some ducks. Anyways, For the Birds is not a company, or it's kind of a rescue that I made that plans to home, rehouse, and save birds, such as ducks, parrots, and maybe even some local wildlife. Mostly, it'll be focused on parrots. And the way I plan to house and rescue them and rehome them is by turning my backyard area into an aviary. But to do that, I'm gonna have to do a lot of physical work, such as, well, move some trees, get rid of like a lot of toxic and dangerous leaves I can chew on, make sure the place has enough room, and just do a lot. And well, to start, I'm gonna mostly need some permits from a lot of people. I'm gonna have to talk to a lot of already existing humane societies to try to get the permits to actually take care of these animals. I'm definitely going to need to get a job at a place like the zoo or existing humane society we have here to try to get some, permits. And look at those birds. Yeah, I think there's currently been a drought around here because I see a lot of the birds around here just fly into puddles and try to just drink as much as they can before they fly away. It's very sad. I hope the drought around here stops and it rains again. But besides that, it's just For the Birds is going to be a very, just non-profit business. It's going to be very hard to start up, but I plan to make it. Oh, sorry, cars passing by. Sorry if you can't hear me, but it's going to be very hard to set up, but I'm excited. Okay, it's mostly going to be located in my backyard. I might try to purchase locations around Nebraska, considering it's such just empty landscape and just literally nobody lives here. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. One of the biggest things that I will have to worry about, though, is actually taking care of these animals. Because ducks, birds, and parrots alike just won't trust you without you actually caring with them without them first. Because if you, especially rescue parrots, they will not trust you at all, so you have to gain their trust. Which is going to take a lot of training and a lot of interacting with them, which is definitely going to be very, very, very difficult. But I'm up for the challenge. These two, I had them pretty well trained. They're quite calm around me. They won't try to run away from me. And they just, all they like doing is standing in their little cart and squeaking. I also, whenever I go on these walks, I make sure I bring their food with me and some water with me. Hope roles really are a savior here, because I refuse to wear a fanny pack. Yeah, but no, I make sure these two are watered well and fed well while going on these walks. when they get bigger, I can probably take them on more walks as they're more cold resistant. They can survive very cold temperatures when they get older. Right now, it needs to be like at least 60 degrees before I go on a walk with them. Sometimes they'll try to get out. I think they might be hungry right now, so I am going to have to feed them. I can't record me feeding them because actually wait, I can record me feeding them, but I'm going to need I can't water them at the same time. So here we go. Look at that. This is actually a new feed I got them, and they seem to enjoy it. I'm gonna water them right after, because after they're done eating, they like water. Come on. They're very reluctant to eat from my hand, but if they're hungry enough, they'll do it. I don't know if you can see, but those feathers on their back, do you see the white parts? Those are the feathers going in. You want any more? Any more? Oh, just find my hand now. Thanks for that. Come on. Okay. They must not be too hungry if they're not really going for it. So I'm gonna screw this up and put it into a pocket. Sorry about the bad camera angle, it's hard to do this. And now I have their water, which I just unscrew. I can just throw the cap on the ground. And they love water more than anything. Ducks really need water. They're very crazy for it. Well, only one of them can really drink it at a time, sadly. Maybe I should get a bigger cup of water so they can both drink at the same time. As you can see, they just go absolutely crazy for the water. It's not like I'm dehydrating them. I gave them water right before I started recording, but they're always thirsty, I find. Being very good. Okay. Now let's go to this pocket. Keep walking. But like I said, the place I'm located, the homeowners association is very lenient where I'm located, so hopefully they will allow an aviary. If not, then I'm gonna have to spend like extra $3,000 trying to buy land actually, which is gonna suck, but it's fine. I'm willing to do it. And also, if I do have to buy new land, that means I'm gonna have to like travel to that place to meet them. Or make a house there, or like just a place of operations there. If I can't make the aviary at my house, then it's gonna be a lot harder, basically. It's a beautiful Friday. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. They're very, very happy. Every time I take them on walks, they seem to get more and more calm and want to jump out less and less, which is good. The only thing I'm afraid of is when they're fully grown, they're gonna not be able to fit in there, both of them, which means I'm gonna either have to get a bigger cart or two of them, which I don't want to do. The last thing I want to do is separate a duck, especially if there's only two in the flock. In case you didn't know, it's actually legal to own more than. It's actually legal to own less than one duck, or two ducks, because they're flock animals. If there's less than two of them, they're gonna get that one's gonna get very depressed. Which means you need at least two. Okay. There's been some scenarios where some people own one duck and they are around it so much that they can be that one flock member that one duck is looking for, but. Most of the time, if someone buys one duck, they just don't know about the law, and that one duck is just gonna get really depressed. And if that does happen, that's where For the Birds comes in, and is like, hey, we'll take it off your hands. don't know if I said this yet, but this card I got, this carriage, was actually for my mom. So big thanks to her. Happy she never thought I'd be so happy she had so many kids, because now she has just so many spare carriages that she doesn't need. So this one was free for the picking, which is very, very nice. The thing is, the reason I'm really mostly focused on these ducks is because they're mostly the start of all this for the birds. Because these are going to be the first animals I'm going to leave outside mostly. Because I have a small coop outside which they'll be in, which is basically the start for, for the birds. Because the whole point for the birds is to give these birds that need rescuing an area to live outside and to be happy and just be free. They'll still be a massive aviary, but they probably won't tell the difference. Oh, bumpy area, sorry about that. And if you're wondering for the birds, it won't be I don't want to buy from any big companies. I don't want to buy from Petco, PetSmart, Metzer Farm. I don't want to buy from any of those because the thing is, that's the whole point of for the birds to stop like these awful carrot and duck mills. Sorry, I had trouble finding the word. Hello. No, basically, most animals, mostly birds, are forced to breed in mills, and very sad. So hopefully, for the birds can try to help a bit. Right now, they're just looking around the newspaper. Very bumpy road up here. Maybe I should go to the other sidewalk. It's fine. Yeah, but I basically said everything I wanted to about for the birds. I'm okay with it not getting as much support as it did at the start. I plan to, continue the support over time by making these videos and hoping someone sees them and spreads the word. And because the first try doesn't have to be a success, just keep trying. And it'll eventually work. You put enough work. And one thing I found is that if you put in enough work for one thing, that one thing will probably come true. Which is why I'm doing this. So, if you made it this far, wish me luck, and have a great day. Bye.